World War I, often remembered for its brutal trench warfare, political upheavals, and technological advancements, was also a pivotal moment in history for women. While the battlefields raged in Europe, another war was being fought, the fight for women's place in society. From munitions factories to the front lines, from hospitals to homes, women reshaped the war effort and, in turn, reshaped the world. Before 1914, women's roles in most societies were largely confined to domestic work, caregiving, and certain lower-paying jobs like teaching or textile work. In many countries, women lacked the right to vote or own property. But as the Great War erupted, a seismic shift took place, one that would forever alter the status of women. With millions of men drafted into battle, economies faced an unprecedented crisis. Who would produce the weapons? Who would drive the ambulances? Who would maintain the infrastructure of entire nations? The answer: women. The most crucial role played by women was in the munitions factories, producing bullets, shells, and explosives. In Britain alone, over 900,000 women worked in these high-risk environments. They were dubbed the Canary Girls because exposure to TNT caused their skin to turn yellow, a stark reminder of the dangers they faced daily. With food shortages looming, women also took over farms under initiatives like Britain's Women's Land Army. Others became tram conductors, postal workers, and railway operators, tasks once deemed unsuitable for women. On the front lines, women played critical roles as nurses, ambulance drivers, and even spies. The Red Cross and voluntary aid detachments (VADs) deployed thousands of women to field hospitals across Europe, tending to the wounded under horrific conditions. While most women were barred from direct combat, some defied expectations. Russia's Battalion of Death, led by Maria Botchkareva, was a unit of female soldiers who fought alongside men in the trenches. Meanwhile, figures like Mata Hari and Edith Cavell risked their lives as spies, gathering intelligence or aiding prisoners of war. The war demonstrated women's capabilities beyond doubt. But would the world acknowledge their contributions? In the aftermath of WWI, suffrage movements gained momentum. Britain granted voting rights to certain women in 1918. The US followed in 1920 with the 19th Amendment. Yet, despite these victories, many women were expected to return to traditional roles once the war ended. World War I was more than just a military conflict, it was a social revolution. Women had proven their worth, challenging the foundations of gender roles and laying the groundwork for the 20th century's feminist movements. Without their contributions, the war might have had a different outcome. More importantly, the world we live in today might have been shaped very differently. If you found this deep dive into history fascinating, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more in-depth historical content. What do you think was the most significant impact of women in WW1? Let us know in the comments below.